following is a presentation of the Big Ten Conference.
Big Ten football. For more than 125 years, it's been home to some of the sport's most iconic programs. Historic venues. Legendary players. Hall of Fame coaches.
The rest of your life, you're going to remember this.
And bitter rivalries.
The Big Ten championship and a trip to the Rose Bowl on the line.
The memories are a reminder that the past is so often a prelude to the present and future. As another Big Ten football season kicks off.
Easy money, Braylon Allen.
Caught! Touchdown, Minnesota! Singleton turns on the burners.
Harrison all the way to the house for Ohio State. Bulldozes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. How about that?
Generation.
That music means it's time for college football. And the Big Ten on CBS brings us to Bloomington, Indiana. Memorial Stadium, where the marching 100's on the field, and our matchup brings us the number 3 team in the country, the Buckeyes of Ohio State, against the hometown Hoosiers of Indiana. A lot of cream and crimson, and also a lot of scarlet and gray shipped in from Columbus for this one. Welcome, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler. My partner is Gary Danielson, Jenny Dell, down on the field. It's got an old feel, but a new feel to it, partner. We started this thing together 31 years ago. Here we are doing a Big Ten football game today.
You know, Ness, since this was announced, I just had a flood of memories as a player, the teammates, the friends, all the great games we did together, and then especially the players that we've met along the way. I mean, we've done some of the iconic names. We've been lucky enough to be there.
Yeah, and we just didn't take it Big Ten-wise back in the days when, by the way, it was the Big Ten when we started. There were 10 teams then. We took it worldwide a couple times.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler with Gary Danielson. Welcome to Tokyo, Japan. Gary, it's been a long trip. It's been a long wait for Wisconsin. Their task is at hand, a Michigan State team that's very tough. And what a strange setting.
This is a great league. The Big Ten is a great league, and I'm proud to represent us.
Here we go. We got the roses right here.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it.
Great job representing us in the Rose Bowl. Congratulations on the Big Ten championship.
Thank you.
We've seen rushing leaders, passing champions, linebacker U to Heisman's in the big house. From the huddle to the broadcast booth, from Big Ten player to Big Ten head coach, and the GOAT when he was just a lamb. That's some of the things we saw the first time. We're looking for more of that starting here today. Number 3 team in the country, Ohio State. They come in last year, averaged 44 points a game. They've made the college football playoff 3 of the last 4 years. They look like they're loaded again, Gary, especially at wide receiver.
You know, I think it's so apropos that they're playing here in Indiana, the Indianapolis 500, because this Ohio State football team is like a race car. I mean, they've got engine, they got players. Maybe, I think, 2 best receivers as a tandem in college football. They've got the firepower all around, except for one little thing.
One little thing is C.J. Stroud's in Houston, Justin Fields in Chicago, and who's going to fill those shoes now? That's a quarter.
Well, it's going to be guys that have never taken a snap for Ohio State in a meaningful way. And these 2 guys, Kyle McCord or Devin Brown, Kyle McCord's going to take the first snap, but the competition is not over. And both of these guys have to understand, like the analogy of the Indy 500, they just don't want to put this fancy car into the wall. Let it purr for a while. Let it percolate, because they've got weapons all around them. Take your time. The big plays will happen.
So we got 2 drivers today. And here come the Buckeyes. 11-2 a year ago. One of those losses in the college football playoff, the other one to Michigan, and that's always stuck in Buckeyes fans' throats. Indiana, meanwhile, back in 2020, the COVID year, and 19 as well, Tom Allen had a really good team, and they were the surprise of the Big Ten. They've fallen on hard times since then, and with that, you go to the transfer portal, and coaches brought in a lot of new players to try to shore things up.
And it's wonder, is it going to work? Because usually the Big Ten teams that are trying to leap up to Michigan, Penn State, Ohio State, they kind of develop their players. That's not how you do it anymore. You got to go acquire guys, and they've acquired a lot of players for IU. Can they mesh together? And if they mesh together, they're going to have to do it with new quarterback.
Yeah, new quarterback. And talk about a quarterback controversy or battle or whatever you want to call it. We still don't know which one of these two guys is starting today.
Pretty much assured we'll see both of them, but I think for sure the style of attack for IU will be to slow it down a bit and run their quarterback no matter who it is.
So the Hoosiers and the Buckeyes. Head coach Allen bringing them out in front of the home crowd. Here comes Indiana. Can they pull off an upset at home? We're going to find out shortly. The Big Ten on CBS is sponsored by Sonic, Allstate, Cadillac Escalade IQ, and by the Home Depot.